Looking to throw. Hewitt. He finds Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake. Hewitt. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Hewitt. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive, 1st and 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Martinez. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Burnett, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll try the left side. Shepard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First and goal at the 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 1st and 10, Hewitt, he finds his man, complete. That's Welch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hewitt, he finds his man, complete. That's Welch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. looking to throw on second down. Hewitt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Welch.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burnett. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down. Hewitt, he finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And right side, they're going to go option here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Hewitt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey,
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hewitt. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Martinez now from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, spinning away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Hewitt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Okay, ready? Let's get it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And penalty is declined. The kicker on for the extra point.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The New York set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time.
There he goes right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Like 10. Like 10. Like 10. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Up the middle they go. It's Burnett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Martinez on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. On the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw is Martinez on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Martinez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Martinez. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Hewitt got his man complete over the middle. It's Strickland. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to them here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Welch. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Martinez. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, it's Burnett, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. McIntyre.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Martinez. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hewitt will get this out to Barkley, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Welch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Hewitt. Over the middle, complete. That's Strickland. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Hewitt.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake. Hewitt. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Hewitt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
On 2nd down now, it's Burnett, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Martinez to throw on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. Burnett.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, McIntyre. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. McIntyre. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now out come the Giants. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hewitt, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
On on second down. It's Burnett, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hewitt out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. On 1st down, Shepard.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Burnett, he will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, Burnett. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns, 1:45 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hewitt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. To throw on 2nd down. Hewitt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10. Hewitt.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Back to throw again.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.